Traveling Chocobo. Let's destroy here and let's finish the game. Let's attack. And that's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I am Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you an Abzan Formidable Yuna. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at MTG_Barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my Hub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click on the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import it directly to your MTG Arena. So we are playing Abzan on best of 1, and an Abzan, it's a white, black, and green deck. And it's Abzan Formidable Yuna because the main strategy runs around the Formidable Speaker and the Yuna, Hope of Spira. So what we want to do, we have some big creatures here, such as the Primal Holding, that can just win the game if it's on lore counter 2 after you play the summon Primal Holding or it enters in the battlefield. If you attack on lore counter 2 and it's not blocked and you deal damage to your opponent, you win the game. The Overlord of the Mistmurs can keep creating 2 token creature insects with flying 2/1. Every time it enters or every time you attack, and it has the impending cost that's 2 white mana and 2 colorless mana. We have some Knights of Round. After it enters on the battlefield, on the next 4 turns, it will create each turn 3 2/2 white knight creature tokens, and on the last lore counter, it will give +2/+2 until end of turn to all creatures, and also it will put an indestructible counter on each of them, and this creature here will be destroyed. And finally, we have the Summon Bahamut, that on lore counter 1 and 2 you can destroy up to 1 target no-land permanents. On lore counter 3 you draw 2 cards, and Mega Flare, this creature deals damage equal to the total mana value of other permanents you control to each opponent. So we want to put all these creatures here that are enchantments in the battlefield, then we can get back with Yuna, because at the beginning of your end step, return up to 1 target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. So basically that's the strategy here. Formidable Speaker can help us in 2 ways. First, to find Yuna, and second, we can discard any big creature that we have here in hand and put into the battlefield, in the graveyard, and then when Yuna enters in the battlefield, it can get it back from the graveyard the enchantment that you just discarded. Of course, we have some ways to use as a spot removal. We have some ways to destroy stuff from our opponents. That's the case of Get Lost. We can destroy creatures, enchantments, or Planeswalker. And Bitter Triumph also can help us to destroy creatures and Planeswalkers, and also allow us to discard a big creature here from the hand, because it has an additional cost of discarding a card or paying 3 life. So if you have a big creature here that's enchantment, don't worry, just discard it and get it back with Yuna. We have some ways to ramp. Summon Fairy can put a basic land from your library to the battlefield tapped, and Overlord of the Haunted Woods, every time it enters, it will create everywhere token land that add a mana of any color. It's like a starting town but without the downside, and every time it attacks, it also will create another everywhere token land. And finally, there are some ways that we have to fill our graveyard without discarding stuff from our hand. That's the case of the Dredger's Insight. When this enchantment enters, mill 4 cards. You may put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the milled cards into your hand. Also, every time you get some stuff from the graveyard, you will get 1 life. And we have the Overlord of the Bahamut that do basically the same thing. You can mill 4 cards every time it enters or every time it attacks, and then you can get a non-avatar creature card or a Planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. And also you can pay the impending cost of 1 black mana and 1 colorless mana. So basically that's the idea of the deck here. We have the Cavern of Souls, that's very important to play against let's say control deck, because they have a lot of counters. So you say a Cavern of Souls, you set it for human or for a knight if you already have a human, because Yuna is a human. in this case, you can choose also a knight because we have some knights here. So you can play for free from the hand if you have enough mana, and it's fair to believe that you will have enough mana because you can ramp a lot here. And we can get even lands from the graveyard with Dredgers inside, for example. So basically that's the idea of the deck. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, let's skip 7. We begin with this one here tapped, then we go for Dredgers inside. Let's see if we can get something useful here. Just a land, okay. We have some strong cards from in the graveyard that we can get with Yuna. Let's hope we have enough time. We can play the Overlord pending cost, so we can have some blockers. Perfect. Planes, and let's create the 2 blockers here. On the next turn, we can use Yuna. Okay, they will deal 2 more damage. They are attacking with Bridget. Yeah, I don't think they will attack with Bridget. Yeah, they can play a bigger creature. Because they have 3 creatures. With this land here. 4 mana. Yeah, they can use 4 mana. Tapping Bridget. Actually 3, because it's other creatures you control. So we have 2 creatures here and the land. Okay, let's take 2 damage, whatever. Let me see here. A forest. Let's play Yuna. We can get. Let's hope they can't destroy my Yuna. Let's get the. Oh, come on, man! Let's finish this game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay, let's keep 7. Oh man, 3 starting town. That's terrible. Okay, starting town. Then we go for another starting town and a Dredgers inside. And then another starting town and a summon family. Let's get a plains. Yafu Valkyrie. Okay, we play the summon family. We get a black. We don't have a black land yet. At least I have a Get Lost. Lightstone Inquisitor. Okay, let's choose this one here. We have full Valkyrie again. Now it's a 3/5. Okay. And we have Yuna. Perfect. Let's play these plans here. Yuna. Let's attack because it will die on the next turn anyway. At least we get some life back. Come on. Take your decision. You are taking 2 damage to the face. Perfect. Now we can get the Knights of Round. Oh, when we lost our Yuna. But okay, we can get another one. Let's exile this one here. Six damage to the face, okay. We can play this one here. And let's attack with everything that we have. They will take 2 damage. Actually, 3, 5, 7 damage. And we can destroy this one. Let's play a Formidable Speaker, discard the land, of course, and get Yuna. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we need Yuna. Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, that's really, really bad. Okay, they can get back 3 life. 4 if they... yeah, 4 life back. Let's see what we have here. The Overlord. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, we just need one more land. So we can have 4 with Summon Fairy. Let's say that's gonna be green. It will enter stepped. Now we have all the lands that we need to start to ramp. Now that's gonna be white. Enter stepped. Then we have a forest that we can play on the next turn. Okay, Summon Fairy, great. Let's get one more forest here. Or should I get the plains? Because they can destroy this if they get Fields of Destruction or something like that. Okay, let's say that's gonna be human. Dredgers inside. They cannot counter, come on. Let's hope we find something useful. Okay, just lands. Another Cavern of Souls then. Let's attack. Let's see what they want to do. Okay, great. Then we can play the Formidable Speaker on the next turn and get the Knights of Rounds. Or let's say this is human as well. We can play the Formidable Speaker. Discard the Overlord and let's get this Summon Knights of Round, because it will be a little more difficult to them to destroy. Unless they are playing with some kind of exile card, spot exile, something like that. Okay, one more plains. Perfect. I don't think they are playing with blue. So we have 2, 5, 6, 7 mana. Oh man, I see what they are trying to do. They probably have that packet, something demonic pact or something like that. Let me see. We have Bahamut here. No, we don't. And we don't have a black man as well. We need to use the get lost. And what we can play? Yuna and get the Overlord of the Mistmurs. Let's attack, 2 damage to the face, probably. Yeah, they will not block. And let's get the Overlord. Now, let's hope they don't have a Day of Judgment or something like that. Probably they have. It seems like a control deck. They are not doing almost anything. Oh, they have Yugin. Okay, that's not gonna be the end of the world. We have Bitter Triumph. The problem is that if they have more than one Yugin, it can become a problem. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. Why they didn't exile the Yuna? That's my question. And I can't use a Bitter Triumph. 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, let's attack with everything that we have. I can't use Bitter Triumph. It's amazing. Okay, they are down to 2. Formidable Speaker. We discard the Summon Knights of Round. And we can get the Bahamut. Then we play another Formidable Speaker. We discard the Bahamut. Get another one. And let's get the Bahamut to destroy their Yugin. Let's hope they don't. Yeah, they don't have. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Just green and white. But we can get some lands with Dredgers inside. So it will Winter Step. Formidable Speaker, we can maybe discard some stuff here. Let's see. Dredgers inside. Okay, we have a land. Multiversal Passage. We can say this is gonna be black. Yeah, let's say this is gonna be black. Pay to life. We ramp a little more. Then we play Formidable Speaker, discard Bahamut, and get another Yuna. We can use the Formidable Speaker as a blocker. Summon Knights of Round, why not? Yeah, let's say that's gonna be green, white, black, and all colors. Yeah, let's say that's gonna be green, because we have a lot of green cards. Let's play Yuna. Summon Knights of Round. Perfect. We get some life back and we have a lot of blockers. Okay, let's hope it does not have trample. I will block here, here, and here. Perfect. Now we can use, let me see, Bitter Triumph to discard the Bahamut. Let's use the Overlord here to fill the graveyard and see if we can get something better. That's gonna be nothing. They just Yuna. Let's attack with everything that we have. And now we get the Bahamut to destroy their artifact. Amazing. Traveling Chocobo. Let's destroy here and let's finish the game. Let's attack. And that's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, let's keep 7. And let's hope we can find some useful stuff with the Dredger's Insight. Okay, Dredger's Insight. Nothing. Just a land. Cavern of Souls can help. Now we can be sure that we can play Yuna on turn 4. We just need to find a way to discard the Summon Fenrir. Okay, let's say that's gonna be human. Done. Summon Fenrir, and now we can get a forest. Okay, get lost, not that bad. We need this as black. Pay to life, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Don't tell me that you are going to counter my Overlord. And yes, you are countering. Let's attack. 3 damage to the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can say this is for a knight, right? This is a knight. Yeah, knight. Done. Let's play the Primal Odin. If you want to destroy this, I can get it back with Yuna. Stock up. Perfect. Let's hope you don't find a way to bounce it back to my hand. Oh man, you have a lightning strike? No, you don't have. That's it. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment. I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.